Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie. This is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today I'm going to do a tarot and energy reading for Donald J. Trump. And this is going to be for the time period between now, which today is July 22nd, through January 21st, which would be the inauguration. So I just want his energy during this entire time period to kind of see what's going on. I also did the same reading for Kamala. So if you're interested in finding or watching that to see what came up for her, I will also link that here so you can go check that out. Okay, so he definitely has a potential to be successful in this election. He has people that are going to partner with him. But I think his biggest challenge might be getting diversified votes, because we know he's not popular among, white women, and he's not super popular with people of color. So I'm wondering if this is going to be his challenge, if he's going to need to really work on getting those groups of people to buy in to what it is he's selling. We have this Ace of Cups, and this can talk about new beginnings, affirmations. So he's coming out of this energy of like being affirmed that he's successful, and this is his new beginning, and this is his chance and his opportunity to do all those things that he wants to do. But what lies ahead is it's shattered family values. This is like broken family values. This is family discord. This is shattered values. So what's ahead of him is a complete lack of any kind of values, specifically family values, which is really concerning, honestly. I mean, but let's be real. We've seen a lack of values, right? So this isn't anything new, okay? He is at a stalemate. He has a choice to make. And I think the choice is if he wants to continue the way he's going or if he wants to make a change. And I think that attempt was on his life was an opportunity for him to make different choices and to grow. Unfortunately, I don't think he took that opportunity. I think that he's going to remain in that more negative, darker energy. He's going the wrong direction. There's going to be turbulence. This is not going to be an easy ride for him. It is going to be very, very difficult. We have Ace of Wands. This is like Ace of Wands reversed, excuse me. This is, okay, so Ace of Wands can often talk about like male genitalia. So he's like wanting to come out and swing around his, big wand. That's the energy he's giving off. And it's not a good look. People don't want to see that. People don't want to hear about how wonderful he is. People don't want to hear about how fabulous he thinks he is. People want to hear about what he's going to do. And unfortunately, I don't think he's going to do much. We have the Six of Swords reversed. This is a delay. This is needing to escape. This is being afflicted. I personally don't even think he wants to have the job of president. I think he just wants the power. So he doesn't want to do the job. He just wants, the title. He wants to have all of the power with none of the responsibilities. And his hope is that people are going to go along with him and help him out. His network of people, he's really hoping that they're going to be the ones that, come and sit with him and work with him and figure out, what they're going to do. What's the plan? How are we going to make this work? How are we going to win this election? And how are we going to, get that power back again, the power that he had before. He wants that power back. And he's going to have constraints on him. So if he does get elected, and if he does become the presidential nominee or the president, it's going to come with a lot of ties. So he might get the job and get the title, but he is going to have a tremendous amount of restriction on him with what he's able to do. I don't think he's going to have free range. So let's pull some of these oracle cards and just see what other energy we get. So this is going to be energy for Trump between now, which today is June 22nd, 2024, through January 21st, 2025, or through the inauguration. Okay. So we have below ground level. So he's going to be doing things, you know, underground where people can't see it. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening that is happening under the surface that people are not going to be able to see. They're not going to be privy to. This is definitely going to be a war. We know that he has been inciting violence. There's been a lot of rhetoric about fighting, and there's been a lot of rhetoric from that party about how the left wants a civil war, even though I haven't seen any reporting that that's accurate, but whatever. So I do think he's going to be very much like inciting this idea of war, of violence, and there's going to be a lot of evidence that they're going to be disposing of. And I think that that's pretty, you know, I think that that's pretty accurate. I mean, it's confirming, yes, these are the things he's going to be doing. He is going to be doing things below ground. He's going to be doing things that are inciting war and violence. And it's coming from his ego, obviously. He's going to be disposing of evidence because he, you know, doesn't want to get caught. And I don't think he thinks he can get caught. I mean, you know, they just had that case that was thrown out of the records. And he felt like, you know, he felt like he could get away with it. And he basically did after the Supreme Court ruling. Now, psychic abilities and intuition. And no, I do not know what those are referring to. We're going to put those right there. We'll see if we can work those in. Here, let's move over to this deck for a little bit and see incoming message. So I do think that we will be getting some kind of oh my God, you guys. So yeah, there's going to be this again. And I mean, it's people have to expect that, you know, things aren't going to change. And, you know, we're being warned that this is going to be a rough ride. This is going to be a really, really rough ride. Let's see what else we can get here. We have honest politician. Interesting. Honest politician. Well, we know that he is not honest because we have seen the debate. So that's interesting. I wonder if he's going to be kind of heralded as this very like honest politician. He has compared himself. Actually, I don't think that this has anything to do with honest politician. I think this has to do with Abraham Lincoln. He has repeatedly compared himself and said that he has done almost as much as Abraham Lincoln. I think that this is his ego. I think this is his comparison. I think we're going to see a lot more rhetoric about how he's very much like Honest Abe. I think there's going to be a lot of that kind of propaganda that's going to be, you know, coming out. Hit and run. Hit and run. I'm wondering if there's going to be another attempt. People have been saying that, but I don't know. Okay, I want to get energy of, I'm going to switch decks here, what is the likelihood that he will win this election? Will he win this election? Caregiver, medical staff. I wonder if something's going to happen, if he's going to have a medical emergency, and if he's even going to be able to run. We have woods, concealed. Things are concealed. Things are hidden that people don't want us to know. Again, we have cover up and we have family. I don't know, you guys. I really don't feel like, I mean, my gut was saying that I don't think he's going to, that there's going to be another attempt on him, but I don't know. So let's pick these up and let's get focused again here. So what I want to look at is I want to switch back to tarot actually. Okay, so I would like 3 cards on, is this election going to even take place? So when I did the reading for Kamala, it did not look like the election was even going to take place. I couldn't get a lot of clear results on um, what was going to happen there, which was really frustrating. Kind of similar energy to what we're getting now for this reading. So let's just take a look here and see. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups reversed. This talks about indulgence, going too far. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about being trustworthy and dependable. And then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. And Queen of Cups reversed is about manipulation. This can be jealousy. But I really feel like this is going to be manipulation. So what I'm really feeling looking at these 3 cards is that he's indulging in things and he's going too far. He's going too far, and he's trying to present this image, right, of being very rational, very stable, very successful. But the reality is the energy is that he is terrible with his finances. He's under massive financial pressure. He's not only manipulating other people, but he is being manipulated as well. But again, I'm not getting a clear answer as to if he's going to win the election. Or if the election, okay, let's see here. Well, I'm going to switch back to the Whispers of the Unsolved and look at, is the election even going to take place? Hands tied. I don't think it's going to, you guys. I just, and I know it seems so weird to say that. I feel like a total tinfoil hat person, like even saying that out loud, because it's just weird, right? I mean, how many people would have ever thought we'd be saying something like that? Um, there's a lot of snakes. There's backstabbers. There's people saying one thing and doing something else. I think that there very well is not going to be an election. So I want to get DJT's energy on the day that we should be having the election. So what is that? November 5th, 8th, 7th, 6th, whatever. So what is his energy going to be on that day? It's going to be a struggle. Yeah. I really feel like it's not going to happen, you guys. Male. Yeah, so he's going to be struggling on that day. So what's going to be happening with our nation on that same day? So what's the energy of the United States, the people of the United States, on the day that should be election day here in November 2024? Solved. Perversion. So it's going to be a perversion of justice. We're going to know why they're doing it. But I think that the reason is going to be not true. Just my own, but it's a perversion of the justice system. Something has happened, and people, the theys, are taking over. This is part of their strategy. And all of this is happening underground. These conversations that they're having are very, very secret. And we're not going to know what has been discussed or decided until it is already happening, I feel like. Okay, I want to get DJT's energy on the day of the inauguration. So whether it happens or not, what is DJT's energy on January? I think it's January 21st, 2025 is when the inauguration usually happens. So I want to know what his energy is going to be on that day. So let's see what we can get here. Transhumanism. Underground. Again, we keep getting this underground. I feel like there's going to be something. I don't know. I don't want to be a fear monger or like say like, apocalyptic scary things, because that's just not who I normally am. But he's going to be underground on that day. He is going to be underground, loyal. is going to be underground with those who are loyal to him. Where is the rest of the U.S. going to be on Inauguration Day? Solar flare, paranormal. There's going to be weird stuff going on. There's going to be a lot of weird stuff happening. Could definitely be things heating up here in the U.S., things getting very uncomfortable. There's going to be things happening that we can't explain. I do think there's going to be an uptick in UFO sightings and things like that. As an alarm. Something is going to happen. Can I get 3 cards on what is going to happen to the U.S. during this time? We have a rebellion. Okay. So the U.S. during the time of the inauguration will be having a rebellion. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is terrifying. We have Antichrist. We have bad guy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to scoot these out of the way. Okay. There's that hit and run again and directed energy weapon. Okay. You know, a lot of people are talking very apocalyptic stuff. They're talking about, end times. And I don't know. There's a lot of things that are happening that is very, very hard to explain. I do think that there's going to be things that are happening to our country and to the people. I don't even know if we're going to make it to the election because I have not seen any cards in any of my readings that show any kind of election results. I've had some predictions and things like that, but I haven't really been able to get to the heart of the results of what's going to happen. And I think that that's still being determined. I think it's still being determined what's going to happen, what the energy is going to be. But I do think that there is going to be, there's going to be some stuff that isn't good. And I think that this could be, I've joked around in one of my videos, I actually joked around and called DJT this. So that's where I'm a little like, oh, that's like creepy. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end it here because I feel like I'm not making a lot of progress and I don't want to keep like forcing the cards to come out. So I'll go ahead and post this and, it'll just be like a little temperature check and we'll come back and we'll see, what this meant. We'll see how right on we were, how far off we were. And we might be able to make sense, of the cards we couldn't make sense of after the fact. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, now would be a great time to hit the little subscribe button. I do offer private readings on my website. If you're interested in that information, you can find it in the description box down below. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me and flipping cards with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.